So today I'm going to show you guys another cool website that I know of, and I am checking out a new microphone too. I am not using the built-in one. I'm going to see if I can use the one that I'm using with my earphones right now. Hopefully everything works out. But until then, let us check out a cool website I know called Numbeo. Now Numbeo is a really cool website. I found it a while back. I found it, someone recommended it on a forum. I was saying that I wanted to move somewhere, and they go, hey, check out Numbeo. You can kind of see your cost of living, you can kind of see the average rent price, that kind of stuff. And so I checked it out, and I gotta say, it's a pretty cool website. So, what is it? This is cost of living right here. Numbeo.com shows you all sorts of things, property prices, cost of living, quality of life, a bunch of different kind of statistics. But I use it for cost of living and various other minor things like that. As you can see here, here's just kind of a overview of cost of living by country. Now, I'm specifically going to go into the United States. Excuse me, by the way. I'm specifically going to go into the United States and check out cities around the United States. But for now, let's just look at a broad overview of the world and just kind of cost of living throughout the world. So as you can see here, the United States tends to be expensive, especially Hawaii and Alaska, and the coast like California and New York, especially right here too, and Chicago up here. Florida's a little bit more expensive. So I bring water. Good, I brought a water. Oh, ice cold, refreshing. Great. Anywho, if you look down here in southern America, and well, this is, I guess technically North America still includes Mexico. Well, Central America, we'll call it. So Central America, Mexico, and all that. It's pretty low cost of living, and in here, Panama is kind of a mid, because a lot of Americans go down to Panama and they go to Nicaragua and stuff like that. So it's kind of a little bit more expensive to live there. But then you can see here in Southern America, it's not as expensive. And then over here, we don't have too much testing in Africa, but you can see it's not too expensive here in Africa as well. India, very cheap. Southeast Asia, very cheap as well. And Australia, it's a Western country, so it tends to be more expensive. And Europe, more expensive, but Eastern Europe over here, less expensive. And the Middle East, kind of mixed as well. There's some parts that cost a lot to live, some parts that don't. And if you look over here, you can see that Japan costs a lot to live in as well. Man, we got a bunch of smoke going on right here in Tucson because of the California fires, so my voice is kind of killing me right now, but I'm going to keep on pushing through because this is a pretty cool website I want to show you guys. Alright, so if you scroll down, here's the cool part. When you go, you can check out all these countries right here, but we're going to go to the United States. Let's say you live in the UK and you want to check out the UK, what it costs to live in the UK, you can do that. So this is kind of just your averages on what things cost, like a meal at an inexpensive restaurant, $15. Now if you're in New York, of course it's going to be a lot more than that, but if you're in Rolla, Missouri, it's going to be even less than 15 bucks. I remember I got a meal for one in an inexpensive restaurant. It was probably, I don't know, $7, $8. Now that may sound super cheap to you, but what is this? Improve our data quality. Do you live in Charlotte, North Carolina? No, I do not. Well, that's just what my VPN is showing. Let's continue on. So if you go down here, it will show you all the cities. And this is the main thing I wanted to kind of see. And so cost of living index, this is the most expensive. The higher the number, the more expensive it is to live in. So you can see New York is the most expensive city to live in, which I totally get it. And it's kind of funny because all the billionaires are now moving out because now that New York's in wreckage, and they want to tax the billionaires even more because they got AOC down there, and they got a bunch of socialists basically that want to tax the millionaires and billionaires, as Bernie would say, into oblivion. And so they're all going to move out, and the cost of living will probably even become higher than this, actually. And nobody will be able to afford it, and then they'll all come over into places that we live into, and that's just fantastic. So we got Honolulu, Hawaii after that, San Francisco, California. No surprises there. Anchorage, Alaska. Now, I don't know why it'd be so expensive to live in Anchorage, Alaska. I don't know who'd want to live there. It's cold as hell there. I've been to Alaska. I don't plan on going back anytime soon. I don't plan on living there. I don't like the cold, though. A lot of people like the cold. I get it. I get that there's a bunch of neat animals and forestry, and there's a bunch of things that Alaska has to offer, but I went on a cruise there one time, and I'm not going back. The cruise was fun, but Talk about cold. It was cold there. Oakland, California. If you've ever been there, there are very nice parts of Oakland, and then there are very not so nice parts of Oakland. Boston, Massachusetts. I haven't been to a lot of these East Coast cities, but I don't plan on going to them too much. But let's check out the cheapest cost of living areas. So El Paso, Texas. Yeah, I could see that. Wichita, Kansas. Could definitely see that. Lexington, Kentucky. Man, lots of smoke out, guys, today. So sorry if my voice is pretty raspy, but I'm going to get through this. So, showing you guys all this. So where do I live? I live in Tucson, Arizona, which should be right here. 25, cost of living is the 25th. And I can tell you right now that the rent is probably one of the cheapest. Let's see. Yeah, number 7. So rent is super cheap here. If you guys want to come to Tucson, Arizona, it's great. In fact, let me bring you to Airbnb. Oh, also, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can get $35 off your first Airbnb if you guys have never been on Airbnb. I swear by it. I love Airbnb. So let's say Tucson, AZ. And we're going to check in, I don't know, September 1st through the... We're going to check in for almost 2 months. Excuse me. All right, 1 adult. Come on, come on, come on. And then type of place, we want to have the entire place to ourselves. We don't want to be living with anyone. I know I don't. Oh man, that's way too high. Don't stay there. That's way too high. We're gonna go by price here because that is not a representation of. Oh man. Oh, I know why the prices are so high. It's because it's getting winter here, so all the snowbirds come in because we have the best winters of all time here. And probably a lot of people lost their rent, all the rent money because no one wanted to rent for this whole CV-19 situation. But I'm telling you right now, where I'm staying right now, I paid $650 a month for this place. So these are way out of whack. Yeah, this is a campsite. Man, these prices are way out of whack. Huh. So never mind. Tucson, I guess, has now become the most expensive place in the world, even though you can normally find very cheap places. That is amazing. Any more pages of this? Oh, no. That's it. All right, so back to the cost of living. So cost of living plus rent index, you can see here. Tucson, number 12, not bad. Tucson's probably their groceries are more expensive because, it's a bigger city and it's hot here, so I guess it takes a lot more energy to store food and stuff. Yeah, 19th right here. I don't know why it's all the way down to 25 because it's one of the cheapest for sure. Maybe it's this. Huh. But this is kind of the website I wanted to show you guys. And it shows all sorts of things. Like it'll show the crime index. Does it have crime on here? Let's check for crime. Quality of life. Pollution, traffic, crime index. Yeah, cool. All right. Oh, so guess you got to register if you want to do anything with this. America. Oh, forget it. So yeah, you can check crime, you can check healthcare, you can check pollution, all that. But yeah, numbeo.com, very cool website. Recommend it. If you like this video, hit that like button, and thanks for stopping by. Bye.
Hey buddy, you should subscribe.